In this video, we're going to look at personalized, which is the idea of presenting user-specific information or responses by connecting to enterprise systems. So think of it like this scenario, where I have the employee here is asking what's my vacation balance. If you think about it, Chat GPT doesn't know first what vacation balance is. It doesn't know anything about your company, that's one. But two, it doesn't know how to retrieve it from an external system. So it would answer something like, I'm sorry, as an AI language model, I don't have access to personal information such as your vacation balance. So how do we make it understand that? How do we make it understand how to retrieve your vacation balance from an external system? Let's have a look. So what we're going to do, or what we're going to utilize, is fine-tuned classification. So again, as always, there's an example in the OpenAI cookbook that's called fine-tuned classification that goes through the steps we're talking about here. But the idea is, first we're going to do what we call data preparation, which is transforming the data set into a pandas data frame with a column for prompt and completion. And the idea here is we're trying to determine the intent only. So think of it as creating a question and which intent it's for. So if I were to ask what's my vacation balance, the intent might be vacation balance. Another one might be if I ask about what's the status of my ServiceNow request, then it might be help desk request status, and so on and so forth. So you want to add these set of questions and answers where the answer is a classification. And this is really creating a classifier that's classifying each and every question into what intent it's supposed to be based on our classification model. Once we've added that or prepared that pandas data frame, we then do what we call fine-tuning, and we'll create a fine-tuned model using the data preparation tool. So OpenAI has created a data preparation tool that validates and checks your data, and then you can upload it through it to get a fine-tuned model. Then we can use this model to get the intent. So we're able to, through that model, define what the customer is looking for, what the employee is looking for as an intent. Next, we need to integrate. So for each intent, we need to define an API to be invoked. So for example, vacation balance, we'll create an API corresponding to it. And then we'll give a prompt to Chat GPT or GPT to create the response. And we'll tell it, based on that information, like based on this question and the following answer, please create an answer for us. Why do we do that? So it doesn't sound robotic. It sounds like a normal chat, by having it create different alternatives or having it create a real humanly response for the content. And this can also be done using embedding, but the OpenAI team has tested and seen that fine-tuned models do better than embeddings in classifications like this one. So I definitely recommend still sticking with fine-tuned classifications. There are tools out there that do something like that. Like for example, Workato has Workbot for Microsoft Teams and for Slack that actually does that. That's able to answer questions and integrate with Salesforce, ServiceNow, and other platforms, Workday and other platforms, to be able to respond to questions like that. So that's also an option that you may use.